Star-Spangled Banner, yeah, wave. Oh, land of the free and the home of progress.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court to their advantage. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Thompson is out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Embiid in at the 5. 6 to shoot. Richardson for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys, and they often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on the basketball court.
Milwaukee with the ball. Knight kicks to Mayo. Jason Richardson pulls it in.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Thompson outside. Now here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Richardson. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I caught up with head coach Brett Brown. I asked him what the key difference is between these teams, and he said there really isn't much of a difference. Watching them on tape is like looking in the mirror, and he admitted they had a very tough time preparing for such a similar opponent. Guys?
Doris, thank you so much. And anytime this sort of matchup comes up on the schedule, the emotions are on display, and it should be tight.
And I think the coaches will play a big role tonight, guys, because these teams are so even talent-wise. It may be a strategic move here or there that becomes the difference.
Well, you know, I tend to think that the players are going to dictate and determine what happens between the lines. The coaches might have a role, but from my vantage point, it's always more the players taking care of that than the coaches.
Here's Carter Williams. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The dish to Thompson. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short. Bucks leading by 4. Sanders with a screen on Richardson. Parker passes to Knight. Kicks to Mayo. Pass to Knight. From downtown, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Knight's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Embiid dishes to Thompson. Good.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. There's the feed to Mayo. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the rejection. Richardson with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Carter Williams kicks to Thompson. Here's Embiid. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on it.
Knight passes to Sanders. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. Embiid sets the pick for Carter Williams. And Thompson kicks to Noel. The score now all even. Noel's got his first points in this one.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old school traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
And they get it back.
76ers foul call. Nerlens Noel. That's his first personal foul.
And for the Sixers, their new stat-driven decision-making permeates the organization from ownership, Steve, to the front office, all the way down to the coaching staff.
Well, it's where the league seems to be going, Kevin. You know, teams are trying to think further ahead and see opportunities for strategic advantages. But look, it's still a balance. You've got to have chemistry and coaching, and those numbers will come in play, but they can't be the be-all, end-all.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Ersan Ilyasova struggling through a rough season in 2013-14, probably the worst shooting of his career, really. And his rebounding also fell off. Those were the strengths of his game. He's got to find it again. He's got to bring that effort and energy back to the game.
Now, here's Richardson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The 10-footer. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Ilyasova with a big contract now. He's had 2 very good seasons over the last couple years.
And Kevin, you know the question will be, was that the high water mark for his career, or can Ilyasova find a way to get back to that level of production? Time will tell.
The 76ers trail by 3. Carter Williams, the pass to Embiid. He dishes it to Richardson. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here is Knight. Mayo into the lane. Fires from deep. The shot by Knight, no good. 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Carter Williams dishes to Thompson. And Noel kicks to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Richardson. Richardson missing again.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Pass to Mayo. Back to Knight. Parker with no one around. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And it's 8 points for Parker.
Kevin, you look at how they've built this league, and one reason is their outstanding shooting from beyond the arc. That's always a weapon.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Clark, as you say, they're really lighting it up from outside.
On fire, as you would say. You can tell they're feeling it. They're in a nice flow. They're doing a good job of shooting in rhythm, stepping into those shots. They're getting good shots and good rotation of the ball, and then they're knocking down their shots.
The 76ers trail by 6. Carter Williams, the pass to Noel. Noel sets a screen for Thompson. Richardson against Mayo. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Jason Richardson, and that's good. Richardson's got 5 points so far.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Now here's Sanders. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's tipped and stolen by Richardson. Now Carter Williams. Dishes to Embiid. Feeds to Thompson. And the foul called on Larry Sanders. And some changes here for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Parker. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Sims is checked in. And Bahamute comes in for Noel. Grant, he's checked in for Thompson. And Roten subbed in for Jason Richardson. Knight against Carter Williams. Roten, no good.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Knight on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Sims kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Roten. Here's Sims. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Sims has got his first points of the game.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Now here's Sanders. Defense is right there. There's a screen. Knight against Carter Williams. Here's Sanders, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Sixers head coach Brett Brown used to coach in the Australian League, also the former head coach of the Australian national team, so a wealth of experience in international basketball.
Walters, he's checked in for the Bucks. The 76ers also with a sub. Alexei Shved, he's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now here's Shved. Roten dishes to Sims. All sorts of time, and that one's good. Roten. And Brett Brown caught on with the San Antonio Spurs for a year and a half, working as a volunteer, and obviously learning and absorbing from the best.
Yeah, he was 4 years as their director of player development, then an assistant coach for 7 years, and alongside Mike Brown, Jacques Vaughn, and Mike Budenholzer, all guys who have been head coaches or are currently head coaches, one of the many Spurs assistant coaches to become a head coach in the league.
Now here's Shved. Now the pass to Grant. There's the three, and he gets it to go. Shved's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Sanders' shot is good. 76ers trailing. Up top, Shved. Stolen away. Here's Walters. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Now here's Shved. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, last year at the free throw line, he was successful 76% of the time.
That's good from Shved.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange kind of when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly in the NBA.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bayless is checked in. All free throws good from Shved. Well, as you guys are talking about, the winds of change can stir things up in a hurry in the NBA, and the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily, with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason's still probably a stretch, but Not completely out of the question in the Eastern Conference.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Roten kicks to Grant. Passes it to Shved. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Pulls from the top of the key. And Mbamute kicks to Grant. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Walters. They set the screen. Here's Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
41 seconds left to play here in the first. The baseline J. And that one's good. Roten.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Walters. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Bucks lead by 3.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Roten, no good. Puts up a prayer. Can't get it to go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
Bucks leading by 3. Up front you have Ilyasova and Henson. Jared Bayless is out there with Walters, and it's Parker in at the 3 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Walters. Parker kicks to Walters. 6 to shoot. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Williams. Bayless's shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now, here's Thompson. Williams passes to Thompson. Trying his luck deep, and there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Williams has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Walters dishes to Parker. Parker left side. That one wide left.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Williams kicks to Thompson. The dish to Shved. Pass to Noel. And there's the feed to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Mayo comes in for Jared Bayless. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for Nate Walters. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for the 76ers. Now here's Carter-Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, John Henson in his rookie season with the Bucks somewhat buried on the depth chart. Last year, however, we got a chance to really see what he can do. I think he's a player to watch.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Brett Brown overseeing a major rebuild project as head coach of the Sixers. He said, you can get tricked by potential, but ultimately it gets down to integrity, character, competitiveness, and toughness. When you cut to the chase, those qualities mean more to me. Those non-negotiables keep me on track. They ground me. Kevin, fascinating stuff.
So much of building a team and a program is defining that culture and the expectations. Thanks, Doris. Milwaukee with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Kept alive. Tries again. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Parker having a good one. He's got 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And he makes the first. And Ensign getting more minutes to shine.
And I think he still might be a bit underrated for a young developing team like the Bucks. I think he'll eventually be playing big minutes for them.
Sanders checked in for Henson. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, Jabari Parker, considered by many to be the most NBA ready of any rookies. The son of an NBA player. He's got a great IQ for the game. Can shoot, pass, and great character, too. He's humble, grounded, and very committed.
Now here's Williams. 5 to shoot. Thompson passes to Carter-Williams. Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Carter-Williams.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Rowan Parker, maybe the most skilled and well-rounded freshman.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Sanders with a screen on Carter-Williams. Mayo kicks to Marshall. Parker with a clean look. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. 13 points for Parker.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Carter-Williams dishes to Thompson. Here's Noel. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sanders. The Bucks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And that one's good. Parker.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The 76ers trail by 3. Carter-Williams kicks to Noel. Good D by Sanders.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Thompson outside. Back to Carter-Williams. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter-Williams. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the 76ers call time here.
Bucks were in the cellar last year for the East, as well as the whole league. Really just acted as the doormat for the rest of the conference.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Embiid comes in for Nerlens Noel, and it's Richardson in for Thompson. Carter Williams, the pass to Embiid. Back to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Richardson. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Back to Richardson. That drops. Richardson's got 7.
Well, for the Bucks, it didn't help that they were in one of the tougher divisions in the Eastern Conference, but you also have to factor in the youth of that team. Still hard to accept being as bad as they were.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. There was one other thing he talked to them about. He told them to move with purpose on the perimeter, use screens, and find those open outside shots. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And with the Bucks and the East, really, Steve, it was because they struggled against the rest of the conference that they ended in the cellar.
Well, no doubt that it was a rebuilding year for them last season, and will continue to be like that, but you would hope the Bucks can fight their way out of the bottom of the East this year.
Williams kicks to Carter Williams. Marshall with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Ahead. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first.
Kendall Marshall, really kind of a strange start to his NBA career. Lottery pick in 2012, but he struggled in Phoenix. He's part of the Gortat trade, so he goes to the Wizards. They waive him, but then ultimately he catches on with the Lakers and played a big role for that team.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Knights checked in. That one misses. And the Lakers last season, ravaged by injuries. Marshall was their 6th starter at the point guard position last year alone.
Yeah, and he was a D-League call-up, Kevin. He did a pretty good job for him, though. 15 double-doubles through 54 games. I mean, I think he showed he's got a place in the league somewhere.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to be Richardson shooting. It's on Jabari Parker. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. On the free throw, no good.
You know, the Sixers, quite honestly, since 2003 have been a team stuck on that treadmill of mediocrity, never winning more than 43 games. You know, last season the organization finally committed to a full overhaul and rebuild.
Shot clock at 6. Knight kicks to Mayo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound, Sanders. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Sixers rebuild really started in earnest during the 2013 draft when they traded away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday to New Orleans for 2 separate first-round picks. A defining move, I think, to strategically weaken the team while acquiring assets.
And the first one at the line is good. And you look at last season for the Sixers, yes, they were a losing team, but a losing team with a plan.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Kevin. Coach Brown said that they had 6 NBA players and a bunch of guys fighting for a spot. But as time passes and you see this young talent develop, I think they do have a chance to be pretty special.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
Now, here's Mbamute. He feeds it to Richardson. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got 12 points in the game.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And for Larry Sanders, you know, he's not the most effective player in isolation situation, but supposedly he's been working to expand his offensive repertoire, focusing on his mid-range shot and driving to the basket. We'll see if the fruit shows up in his work.
Here's Mick. He's got 8. The 76ers trail by 7. Carter Williams dishes to Richardson. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Richardson. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by the Bucks. Sanders has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Larry Sanders might be best served working on his free throw shot, Steve, shooting under 60% for his career and well under 50% last season.
No question. But, Kevin, I think the Bucks, first and foremost, they hope he can recover his shot blocking form and rebounding from 2 seasons ago. That's what they really need out of him.
It's tipped. Williams against Mayo. Parker, a screen on Williams. Outside Mayo. Feeds to Middleton. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
On the wing, Jason Richardson. Mbamute, a screen on Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson against Parker. Here's Embiid. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Knight kicks to Mayo from the arc. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 4 assists in the game.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Brandon Knight last season traded for the other Brandon Jennings. They swapped teams, and Knight ended up with the Bucks. So far, so good. Knight over 2 years younger, and he had his best season yet.
A different look for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Sanders. Antetokounmpo comes in for Parker, and Nate Walters subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Sims is checked in. Grant comes in for Richardson. Tony Wroten, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Alexei Shved in for Michael Carter Williams. Wroten kicks to Grant. Dishes it to Wroten. High, arcing shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And for Knight last season, he upped his rate of scoring and assists, all while lowering his turnovers. That's a nice combination there, showing promise as the Bucks' point guard of the future, perhaps.
The 76ers trail by 10. Shved with it. 5 points in the game. Wroten kicks to Grant. The pass to Wroten. Gets an open look and hits. Wroten's got 6. And Brandon Knight regarded as something of a combo guard coming into the league. A shooting guard's game, Steve, in a point guard's body.
Yeah, but it's encouraging to see his progress, improving his assist-to-turnover ratio every season, and with his work ethic, I think he has a chance to make that adjustment to the point guard position.
Now here's Shved. D right on him. Wroten, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now, here is Knight. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Knight's got 5.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
24 seconds left to play in the first half. Grant kicks to Roten. His three-pointers off the mark.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And here is Knight. Passes it to Henson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Bucks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks lead by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jason, I saw you briefly talking to Coach. What did he say was the objective from here on out?
Just going there, being aggressive, try to get the lead. We got to understand that they're going to go through the passing lanes. We got to be better with the ball.
Valuing the basketball always so crucial, Jason. Thanks for the time. Guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.